Rome, the beating heart of an empire, a place of marble temples, roaring crowds, and armies that conquered the known world. But behind the glory were shadows. Shadows filled with betrayal, poison, and whispered conspiracies in the candlelight. And in those shadows walked one of the most dangerous women Rome had ever seen. Her name was Agrippina the Younger, sister to a mad emperor, wife to another, and mother to the most infamous of them all. Her ambition had no limits. Her enemies often ended up dead. And in the end, her own son, the emperor she put on the throne, would sign her death warrant. This is the story of a queen who terrified Rome, and how her hunger for power led to one of the most chilling deaths in history. Agrippina didn't grow up in a warm, loving family. She was born in 15 AD into the bloodline of Augustus, Rome's first emperor, the most powerful family in the empire. Her father was Germanicus, a celebrated general loved by the people. Her mother, Agrippina the Elder, was a strong, proud woman with a fiery temper. But love and loyalty didn't protect them in Rome's deadly politics. When Agrippina was just a child, her father died mysteriously. Rumors whispered he had been poisoned on the orders of Emperor Tiberius, her great-uncle. Soon after, her mother was accused of treason and exiled. Agrippina learned young. Family could be your deadliest enemy. Power was the only safety. And mercy was a weakness. At 13 years old, she was married off to a nobleman, Gnaeus Domitius Ahenobarbus, a man with a violent temper. It was a political match, not a love story. But their union would produce a son, a boy named Lucius Domitius Ahenobarbus. The world would one day know him as Nero. When Agrippina's brother, Caligula, became emperor in 37 AD, she thought life might improve. She was wrong. Caligula, remembered as one of history's most insane rulers, was unpredictable and dangerous. He gave his sisters wealth and titles, but he also treated them as pawns. Some ancient writers even hinted at scandal between him and his sisters, though historians debate the truth. When Caligula turned paranoid, Agrippina was accused of plotting against him. She was exiled to a remote island. Her husband died soon after, leaving her widowed and vulnerable. Her young son Nero was taken from her and raised by her sister. Agrippina was trapped, powerless, alone, and hated by the man on Rome's throne. But in 41 AD, everything changed. Caligula was assassinated by his own guards. The new emperor, Claudius, her uncle, recalled her from exile, and Agrippina came back to Rome with one mission: never be powerless again. Claudius was no tyrant, but he was seen as weak, a man manipulated by those closest to him. Agrippina knew exactly how to use that. First, she married a wealthy politician, Paesinus Crispus, who mysteriously died soon after leaving her his fortune. The cause? Whispers of poison followed her like a shadow. Next, she set her sights on the ultimate prize, Emperor Claudius himself. Yes, her own uncle. In ancient Rome, marriage between uncle and niece was shocking but not illegal. Agrippina charmed him, outmaneuvered rivals, and soon became his wife. From then on, she was unstoppable. She convinced Claudius to adopt her son Nero, making him heir over Claudius' own son Britannicus. Her face appeared on coins alongside the emperor, something almost unheard of for a Roman woman. She sat beside him in public, attended Senate meetings, and wielded influence like no empress before her. But influence wasn't enough. She wanted control. In 54 AD, Claudius fell ill after a banquet. That night, he died. Ancient sources claimed Agrippina served him poisoned mushrooms. Whether it's true or not, Nero, just 16 years old, became emperor. For the first years of his reign, Agrippina was the power behind the throne. She stood next to him at public ceremonies, issued orders in his name, and made it clear Nero ruled because of her. But power shared is power lost. As Nero grew older, he resented her control. Their relationship turned from partnership to rivalry. She tried to keep him in line, even plotting to replace him with Britannicus. But Nero struck first. In 55 AD, Britannicus suddenly died during dinner, poisoned, most believed, on Nero's orders. Agrippina's influence crumbled. Nero stripped her of her guards, her titles, her home in the palace. She was sent away to live in her own villa, and she knew her son would kill her if she didn't act. Nero decided to make her death look like an accident. He invited her to a feast, then offered her a ride home on a specially built boat designed to collapse at sea. That night, under the moonlight, the trap was sprung. The boat's canopy crashed down and the deck split. But Agrippina was a fighter. She swam through the dark water to shore and survived. When word reached Nero, he panicked. She was still alive, and she knew he had tried to kill her. There was no going back. In March 59 AD, Nero sent a messenger to Agrippina's villa with a chilling message. He was coming to visit. But it wasn't Nero who arrived. It was a group of armed men. They surrounded her bedroom. The leader told her they were there on Nero's orders. Agrippina understood immediately. Her own son had signed her death warrant. According to legend, she bare her chest and cried, "Strike here at the womb that bore him." The soldiers didn't hesitate. She was stabbed to death in her own home. Nero claimed she had been plotting against him, but no one in Rome was fooled. The city was shocked, yet too afraid to speak openly. The boy she had made emperor had repaid her with murder. Agrippina's death sent a message through the empire. No one, not even the mother of the emperor, was safe from Rome's deadly politics. She remains one of the most infamous women in history, celebrated for her cunning, feared for her ruthlessness. Was she a monster, or simply a survivor in a world where power meant life or death? One thing is certain. Agrippina the Younger played the game of Roman power better than almost anyone. But in the end, even she couldn't escape it.